Oh man. Alright, I got a broadcast. Get away, Smokey. All right, sorry about that. Welcome everybody to Kansas Speedway tonight for the CTC Cup Series. Week 5 of Season 7 here tonight. Qualifying is well underway. Sorry we missed some of these drivers making their laps, but right now Garrett Boyd on the top of the board. He ran a 30.722. Dave Hoisman goes to third in the Labor 1297. Yeah, Travis Scripture comes across in 7th. Jeff Price, his second lap, he goes up to 5th on the board, 30.767. Ronnie Holmes goes to 9th. Got Ethan Evers. Gonna come across the line on his first lap. That lap going to be a 30.72. He goes to 2nd on the board. Jumps Garrett Boyd, but Harry Grindell goes to the top of the board. 36.53. He was one of the fastest in practice, if not the fastest. So not surprising there. Michael Christopher goes to 2nd. 30.6. Second driver to break into the 6s. Now Evers across the line on his second lap. That's slightly faster. He breaks into the 6s as well, but not enough to jump ahead of Michael Christopher. Blake Giglio first lap goes to 10th. Michael Edwards top of the board, 30.652. Jumps Harry Grindell by 1,000th. Oh, Blake almost tags the wall. That's going to hurt his lap right there. And he goes to 8th. Brian Martin to the top of the board. 30.614. Great lap there from Brian Martin. I think that's one of the fastest we've seen without draft. Like nobody else going to put in a lap, so Brian Martin going to take home his first pole position of the season in that 54 Artemis Esports Ford Mustang. He's going to bring it down pit road. All right, well, qualifying wrapping up right here. We're going to get this race started in just a moment here. Kansas. Looks like 33 drivers going to take the green flag tonight. 29 total putting in a lap time. And we'll take a quick break. And we'll be back for grinning.
Okay. Must have seen someone's stairs right now.
All right. So let's go. Guys on here, I think we should be rolling right here.
Not going. Not
All right.
going.
So, grid for tonight. Get it up on screen. Tonight's race at Kansas. Brian Martin taking home the pole position in that 54. Going to be starting on the pole tonight. 30.61 in qualifying. And his outside, Michael Edwards in the 4. Row 2, Harry Grindell in the 70. Going to start 3rd. Michael Christopher in the 22. Going to start 4th tonight. Ethan Evers going to start 5th. Casey Graves in 6th. Garrett Boyd going to start in 7th tonight alongside Blake Giglio in 8th. Blake with multiple poles this season, so surprising to see him start way back in 8th, but see if he can climb his way back up toward the front like he always does. Moving on here, row 5, Patrick O'Keefe in 9th. Dave Hoytsma going to start in the top 10 tonight in the 97. Jeff Price going to start in 11th tonight. Andrew Griesbaum in 12th. Quinn Newton in the 88 and 13th. Travis Scripture in the 18 and 14th. Ronnie Holmes in the 57 and 15th. Ace Johnson going to start 16th tonight. Moving on to row 9, Corey Moore in the 46 going to start 17th. Nick Leo, winner last week at Auto Club, going to start in 18th tonight. Jesse J. Jones in 19th. Patsy Catalano starting 20th. Ian Montrose in 21st. Dalton Hayes in 22nd. Jonathan Rains 23rd. Kenny Frisbee 24th. And on to our final few rows here. Kobe Stidham in 25th. Andrew Beach 26th. Cliff Mullins 27th. Davis Greenwald in 28th. Christopher Melton, I think that's his debut tonight, so watch out for that 49, starting at 29th. Carson Badel in 30th. Thomas Doe 31st. Daniel Llewellyn 32nd. And rounding out our 33 car field, Lucky Carleck in 33rd. As these drivers roll through 1 and 2, getting ready to start this 120 lap event here at Kansas Speedway. And these drivers have a new experience this week. The setup for the car is something they've never seen before. And this is somewhat like NASCAR changing the package in real life. They drive completely different than these guys are probably used to. And it's going to take some getting used to tonight. So we'll see what that turns into as far as the racing product. But here we are, one turn away from taking the green flag. Here they come through the restart zone. Green flag in the air. Brian Martin gets us started. Into turn 1 they go. Side by side at the front. 4 wide. This is not good. They are strung out. Not really though. I mean, they're strung out horizontally. 3 wide, 4 wide everywhere. A couple of drivers in the wall. The 55 gets into the 68 and gets turned off the nose of the 99. Caution's out. That did not take long. All right, let's back it up, see what happened right there. But this is off the restart right here. You can see they're all 3 wide, 4 wide everywhere. '55 has the 99 come up inside of him, and they're basically 4 wide right there, and he's just kind of gets loose out the nose of the 99. All right. The winter caution on lap 1 due to some impatience. Once again, the incident limit in effect this week. So we're going to see how everybody reacts to the lap 1 caution, as it just will not leave the caution up. That is just phenomenal. So I apologize for that. It's going to say it's green flag probably the whole race tonight every time a caution comes out, and it's not. So just we'll just have to bear with it, I guess. Real good production we got over here. Alright, we're gonna double file again. Go back to green flag racing. We'll see how much of that we do tonight. As Barney blocks the cars from us with the flag. Thanks, Barney.
Green flag.
Through the
green
restart
flag,
zone,
green
Grindel
flag.
brings us back to the green. He gets a pretty good jump on the rest of the field. Meanwhile, they're too wide. Looks like everybody's showing a lot more patience on this one. It's good to see. Too wide throughout the field. That's pretty good for turn 1. Now Blake Giglio takes it 3 on the bottom of his teammate. I think they all get through it clean. Backing up throughout the field. This looks a lot better. Oh, no it doesn't. 45. Goes down to the bottom of the racetrack. I think that was the 5 of Jonathan Rains. And we got a few cars, just major damage from that one. Ace Johnson with heavy front end damage. No caution on that. And we are 4 wide. Whoever took it 4 wide is going to be penalized. Caution's out. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right, we're going to take a quick break while we find out what happened there. All right, so lap 10, 2 cautions so far. No green flag racing, really. I mean, I think we got 2 full laps on that last restart. See, it didn't have to be a warning. I was just making sure everybody knew that I thought that was ridiculous. It could be more. I'm just saying, man. It was just a warning. I just threw all 3 of you in there. I didn't throw blame. Just all 3 of you at once took it 4 wide. Somebody had to give. That's all I'm saying. No, that's not true. You got to be aware of where you are. I'm not going to argue about it. I was just saying. All right, it was all 3 of you. Not pinning the blame on you. All right, get back to racing. Have fun, guys. Come on.
Green flag.
All right, green flag back in the air. All right. See if we can make it a full lap and maybe a couple laps after that, and then we got progress. The Price up in the wall. Maybe got forced there a little bit, not sure. He pulls it off clean. He's going to lose a few spots. I'm sure he's not happy about how that went, but he does come off with a clean car, so he'll get back into this thing. Number 6, Kobe Stidham. This might be his first start. Actually, I think he was here last week for Auto Club, so this is his second start. But he's side by side with Kenny Frisbee. We got Scripture and Dilg side by side for 13th. Toward the front, Michael Christopher looks like has Ethan Evers get by him for 4th. Quickly back to the outside of Ethan. Friesbaum making his way back up through the field. Got involved in that last one. And we have made, I think, 3 green flag laps now. So, progress. Friesbaum really making moves right now up to 14th. Greenwald and Hoytsman were side by side right there. Looks like Greenwald a little bit of front end damage. Llewellyn got a little loose in 1 and 2 right there on the bottom. Got got some bumper contact from 59, not sure. Toward the front. Too wide right here. Giglio, O'Keefe, Newton, and Holmes all battling it out for 6th. We're going to see some tire saving maybe come into effect right here. This week, tires are going to fall off very quickly. These guys are going to have to keep in mind how hard they're pushing them. We're doing the racing thing. And my spirits are back up, guys. I hope everybody else's is too. We're seeing some racing from them. They can do the race car driver thing. Rendell's still out front. But he's been chased down by Michael Edwards. These two look like they're pushing those tires pretty hard. But Grindel running that bottom. That's where he needs to be to save those tires. Brian Martin, 3rd right now. That's our pole sitter. We're still running the top 3 and within striking distance of that lead. We got Michael Christopher. Ethan Evers rounding out the top 5. And we got Giglio with a whole horde of cars behind him. This is about the part of the run where you start seeing cars get loose or tight or whatever tires they burnt off start to affect the driving of the race car. Like somebody had a blink back there. Side by side for the lead, Edwards and Grindel. We have 5 total tire sets tonight, including the one they start on. So they have 4 available changes. And I think everybody in the field pretty much still has all their tires. The drivers that slid them early on in the wrecks probably took 4, but other than that, everybody in the field still working on their original set of tires. At least everybody in the top 15 are. Graves and O'Keefe side by side right here. Oh man, a little bit of contact right there. Now the 88 and the 57 split them 3 wide. He's gonna have to regroup. Oh man, 99 almost gets in the back of him. All right. Hard battling going on around 18th as well. Cars in the lead lap. Grindel holds on to the lead. Edwards is maybe starting to slow down with those tires. That group of cars is still battling hard up here. 99 and 01. Lap 24, about 15 laps under green right now. About 12, sorry, including caution laps. New drivers approaching the incident penalty limit already. I think there's only 1 or 2 above 10. As a reminder, 17 is the limit for penalties, drive-through penalties, and then if they hit 25 total incidents, they're out of this thing. So they got to be mindful of that. We're not even a quarter of the way into this race, and a lot of them are probably halfway to a penalty. That's right. I've only had to bring that out one other time, I'm pretty sure. Sorry that came over the airwaves. Wasn't very professional, but what's done is done. So some fall off starting to take place. Everybody getting pretty spread out now. Oh, Grindel and Edwards both tagged the wall. Everybody really spreading out now. Started out with the packed up racing, but as soon as these tires get hot, they got to spread out quickly. It's going to be hard to run side by side. You can see the field is about half a track apart from each other. Off the back bumper of Harry Grindel, looking back at Michael Edwards, who is loose in 3 and 4. He's got a handful right now, and he's got another probably 20 laps on fuel. More with Michael Edwards, see what he's dealing with. And he is all sorts of out of shape right here. Oh, Cliff Mullins! Wicked loose out of 4. And I love that camera because you can really see how hard each and every driver is fighting it out of the corner. And I saw a select few really moving their hands on the wheel right there. Giglio moves up into 5th, goes around his teammate Brian Martin. And it looks like everybody started to chill out. Catalano is out of shape. Every driver who pushed it hard at the start of the run is going to be struggling right now. And that's probably going to be the source of our next caution if I had to guess. Look, Carlick down pit road. He's going to take his tires early. But as I was saying, every driver that was pushing it hard, passing cars like crazy at the start of this run, is going to be on the struggle bus right now. Cars like Michael Edwards, who drove hard up to the leader. He's going to be struggling on the top end of this run. He's not, by no means is he going to fall all the way back. He'll probably hold on to the top 5, top 10. He'll be fine on the pit stop. Got that in about 15 laps, but he's going to have to drive the heck out of that car until then, just to hold on to these spots. And he has lost 3rd, 2nd, 3rd. Well, about to lose 3rd, and in danger of losing 4th from Michael Christopher, who is also losing the back end of that race car. So when I said tire saving was going to be important, I was not kidding. Giglio, the inside of Evers. Catalano says he's running the cush. As in, like, the cushion on dirt. And, yeah, that's not here. And actually, you don't really want to touch the marbles here. That's not a good idea. Looks like he's having trouble back there. Hang on, let's go on board with Catalano right here. Into the corner here. He's probably still going to be out of shape. I don't think there's any getting those tires back. The ball in front of him a little loose as well. It looks like Patsy's just taking it easy now. You can see it's still a little bit of a yaw angle and exit right there, but he's looking a bit better than he was. Giglio up into 2nd now, and he might be reeling in Grindel. I'm not sure. We'll see what Giglio's clean lap is right here. Grindel loosen the back end. I think everybody's struggling with the loose race car right now. Lap 36, they got about 10, 12 laps on fuel left, I would say. Griesbaum started falling back, but he's coming back now. Maybe started saving a little bit of tire, and seems to be paying off for him. He's up in the 7th. Looks to be trying to get around this 54 Brian Martin as well. A little bit farther back. Got Newton and Stidham. Newton gets by, and now it's Mullins and Stidham. Stidham, 36, gets the wall right there. Does a great job saving it. Oh, the 18 comes up in front of him. That was close. Again, good save. Oh, the 14 rubbing up a little bit against the 36. The 36 just got roughed up right there by everybody. He's trying to gather himself, and he's just getting bounced all over the place. Oh, he's getting bounced again. Oh, they're bouncing down the back straightaway. The 14 and the 36. Shades of Cale Yarborough, and I forget the other driver. I'm a terrible person. I got a lot to think of right now. I can't think of his name. I'm terrible. Harry Gant? I don't remember. Somebody tell me. Giglio ran down Grindel, 2/10 behind Harry Grindel right now. And I think we're going to see some drivers come down pit road soon. This would be splitting it in 3 if you were to pit right now. Obviously no stages or anything to worry about here, so purely pit strategy is what's going to affect this race. On board with Grindel, looking back at Blake Giglio. Blake closes up a lot in 3 and 4. Harry gets a little loose right there. And that might do it. Giglio gets to his inside in the tri-oval. Gonna throw a side draft. Ethan Evers down pit road. Sorry, I thought he was wrecking. I did not mean to cut away from that. Giglio threw a bit of a slide job right there. Harry crosses him back over and retakes the lead. Giglio slides way up, almost caught the quarter panel of the 70. This is good racing for the lead right here. And these two have pulled a big gap on the rest of the field. A lot of drivers coming down pit road right now. It's like the 5 of Reigns, Dave Hoytsma, Ethan Evers, obviously we saw come down, Quinn Newton, Andrew Griesbaum, Michael Christopher. They've all come down pit road right here. 54 says he's coming down this time. And Giglio clears to the lead. And I think these are his first laps led of the night.
Got them out clear. I don't know why you can't hear Earl.
Caution's out.
Did not hear him call that caution. He did a check
And we'll try to figure out who it was for. Looks like it's going to be the 99 possibly.
1, 2, 3, loud and clear. You got a good copy.
We'll look back at what happened with the 99 of Montrose. Just gets loose entering pit road. Slides back up onto the track. Honest mistake. Old tires, the change in banking, it can get you pretty bad. And Montrose goes around. We'll go one more time on board with him. If I can get there in time. There we go. That was too late. Here we go. It's gonna come down pit road right here, and as soon as he clips those left side tires on the apron, the car says, nope, you gotta have all 4 tires on a racing surface, buddy, and sends the 99 car around. Third caution of the night. Long green flag run on that one. Almost had green flag pit cycles. Alright, back to live here. We're gonna see a lot of drivers come down pit road. Giglio leads him down. We probably have a few trapped a lap down here as they pit before the caution came out and got trapped behind the leader. Again, sorry about the caution display not working tonight. It's a recurring theme here on CTCRN. Like 4 tires for everybody who came down pit road. It looks like everybody comes down in the top 19 on pit road. Giglio wins the race off just barely. Grindel gets second, O'Keefe third, Edwards fourth, Boyd in fifth, Newton sixth, and a whole bunch of other cars from there. All right, so it looks like Newton is gonna take a wave around here. I think it was Cliff Mullins I saw, the other green car in the field. But yeah, we got Giglio here in the lead, and then all the way up there, Quinn Newton leading a bunch of wave around cars. Looks like it starts in 21st. So 21st on back, we're going to take a wave around right here. 21st to 24th going to get a lap back, and then 25th on back are all going to get 1 lap back from their 2 laps down, which is surprising. Interesting. So I think Brian Martin came down pit road right here, and that took his wave around away. Oh no. Alright, so what happened there is Brian Martin, he came out of pit road as the caution came out. And due to iRacing's stupid rules, that means that he pit under the caution, and he does not become eligible to take a wave around. So he'll be sent to the back of the field. Unfortunately, just terrible timing for Martin there. Fortunate part for him is he is in the lucky dog position right now, first car lap down, so if he gets another caution right after this, he'll be back on that lead lap. But another driver in that situation, Andrew Beach in the 71, Llewellyn in the 23, and yeah, all those drivers going to be trapped a lap down. Newton should take his wave around right here. Not green flag. There all the wave rounds go. Looks like 5 total. Dalton, I understand. Just, it was a vague warning to everybody to chill out. And, there was no specific blame put on anybody in that situation. I think everybody was just a little excited at the start of the race. It happens.
Green flag.
All right, 16 takes us back to the green. Brundle, not a very good start on the outside. It's going to put him too wide with O'Keefe. Giglio's going to step out about 0.3 of a second out of 2. O'Keefe clears up in a second now. Boyd and Edwards. No, O'Keefe in the third, I'm sorry. Brundle was hidden by the scoring tower. Edwards and O'Keefe side by side for third. Edwards going to get around the 92. Not yet. Oh, it's close. He's going to hold the bottom lane. Bottom is where you want to be if you want to save tire. And that caution put everybody in the window to make it on one more stop. So that's going to mean you're going to have to save tires right here. Because you're going to have to do green flag pit stop at some point 40 laps in. We saw it, that last 40 lap run, they were hurting on tires. Giglio to the inside of Brundle for the lead. Close there on the exit of turn 4. Brundle was out lap. Still side by side for the lead. 3 wide there in the back. Andrew Beach, Ryan Martin, and Kobe Stitt on the outside. Beach is loose. Still saving it. Still saving it. They're wrecking.
God.
Oh man. Alright, looking at a replay again. Why does it keep going on board? Okay. We're looking at Beach. 3 wide right here. So we're going to back it up. We're going to take a look at who makes it 3 wide. And they were Dorn for about a lap right here. So Andrew drives it up the middle right there. Kind of makes door contact with the 54. And these 3 come off the backstretch, still side by side. You go into 3 and 4. 71 gets loose and just cannot get the car straight again. It's tough to save the next gen. So, one more time. I still want to know what kind of happened right here. So they were 3 wide since the drop of the green, pretty much. There you go, 2 times speed right here. Just kind of watch this lap. 54 and the 71 were kind of beefing here for a little bit, it looks like to me. They can, oh, he gets squeezed off of 4. 54 comes up into his door. A lot different angle from the far chase camera. They're still really close on exit. And it's just... everybody's pushing the car hard. Probably some tempers flaring right there. And there's our 4th caution of the night. That was right, back to 2 wide. Go green next time by. All right, Grindel in control of this restart. Green flag back in the air. All right, Grindel, Giglio, Edwards, top 3. O'Keefe making the move to the inside of Edwards. Like, battle going on right here. Cliff Mullins. Oh man, Badel, Montrose, and Price 3 wide in 1-2. I swear if they wreck right now, my goodness. Mullins and Badel make contact. Price is ripping the wall. He couldn't stick a credit card in between his car and the wall right there. Pretty impressive. Dave Hoytsma over on 20th right now. Okie back up to 4th. Edwards and Boyd. 2 wide for 4th. We just passed halfway in this race. They still cannot make it on fuel at the end of the race. Most of the field about 15 laps into their fuel run, which means they'll be pitting in around 33 laps from now, maybe 35, depending on how much they were saving under caution. Montrose Mullins race for 13th. Montrose got hold on to that one. Christopher Melton, mentioned at the start, it's his debut in the Cup Series. Doing pretty good right now, inside the top 20. Battle for 7th, Graves and Dill side by side. Oh man, O'Keefe, a little bit of a blink right there. And he's going to have Ronnie Holmes on his outside, trying to take away 3rd. And he will take away 3rd. Ronnie Holmes up into the top 3. Giglio hanging out behind Harry Grindel. Doesn't look like he's pushing too hard to get up there right now. I think both of those two expect this to go green. Field kind of split up here. It looks like 18th on back, about 2 seconds behind the rest of the field. Graves and Boyd side by side now. Not too many drivers running the top lane anymore unless they have to. Field slides right up there. Everybody running the bottom, trying to save those tires. They saw what happened on the last run. They don't want to be caught out on melted right rear tires. Christopher and Catalano. Tight battle right there. They got a four-way battle for 4th place, it looks like. Graves, a little bit. Oh, man. Didn't get a good run through 3 and 4. Kind of slowed out the bottom lane. He falls back to 6th. And O'Keefe holds on to 4th right there. Garrett Boyd still trying to hold off the 0-1 of Casey Graves. He does clear. Now Dill and Bailey heading out for 7th. Actually, I think he corrected me last week and it's Bettel. So, great memory I have. I think it's Carson Bettel. I could be remembering that wrong, but I think that's what it was. So, sorry Carson, I've been saying it wrong the whole race again. Graves, oh, he's out of shape 3 and 4. The 0-1 did a great job saving it. Interesting race here tonight, gotta say. Guys are really testing each other and me. Catalano still holding off Michael Christopher. He's been on his inside for like 10 laps now. But that's the battle for 10th. With Mullins, Kenny Frisbee. Mullins holds on to that spot. Catalano and Christopher still at it for 10th place. Off the back bumper of Montrose with these two. Christopher finally going to slide in behind the 45, and finally the 45 going to clear the 22. Somebody finally got the position, and it's not going to last long. Christopher back to the inside as Catalano gets loose. Jeff Price, Travis Scripture. Boland's coming up behind Scripture. Maybe thinking about 3 wide. 3 wide, you can do it here. You can do it. 3 wide is not too hard at Kansas. They even have painted lines to show you where to go. But it's when you add the 4th car is when it starts to be a problem, and we've seen that a couple times this race. We didn't see a couple problems with 3 wide, so maybe we hold off for some of these guys from the 3 wide. They've been doing a good thing here so far. Back up to the leaders. Grindell still out front of Giglio. Grindell running the top lane. He is absolutely ripping the outside. See if he does it again. Right on board with him here. Right up against the wall, 3 and 4. Not as close that time. I think it might have been a slight accident on the last one. Top 3, Grindel, Giglio, Bettel. Gosh, I hope I'm saying that right. Terrible person. I think that was Texas, he told me, and I could not remember. Dylan Montrose. Montrose, oh man, that right rear is stepping out on him. 23 cars on the lead lap. Looks like 3 cars out of this one. So that's 68, 47, and 87 have all called it a night. The 55 had an internet drop, I think, but he's back out on track. 49 laps down. A couple laps, he'll have another spot. So he'll get a couple points from staying out right here. He's got, looks like the 87 is 5 laps ahead of him, and the 47 is 8. So he runs 8 more laps and he's got 2 spots. Not too bad. And with this point system, that means 6 more points. Definitely worth it to come back out there. They are packed up for the lead right here. Top 3 all on your screen. Giglio to the inside of the 70 of Grindel. And Beto looking to the inside of Harry as well. Lap car of Llewellyn gonna dump some dirty air on these guys. They're still 3 wide. Llewellyn, oh, he gets in the 59's way a little bit. He ran the bottom. And that stops the 3 wide. And 59 of Bettel. I've ruined myself. No, I'm not going to say it right no matter what. 59 of Bettel. Going to have to regenerate a run right here to get around the 70. I think he's got better tires than him. He's just got to generate the run to do it. He just cannot break that dirty air now. But Giglio has driven away from these 2, a second ahead of him. And we are inside of the pit window now. So we might start seeing some short pitters here soon. I'd guess another 5 or 10 laps before we see anybody come down pit road. Bettel to the inside. I'm not going to throw the slide job. So it's a good idea not to do that yet. I'll file back in behind the Harry. The 70 of Harry Grindel. Alright, the 4 of Edwards calls out that he's pitting. So these guys are going to have to get out of his way. Come down right here. The 45 is on his back bumper and doesn't slow down. Unbelievable. He called it out. He called out that he was pitting. I mean, how... Alright. Guess we'll look at it. We'll go on board up to 45 right here. Coming into right about here is where the 4 car calls out that he's going to pit this time. And the 45 just kind of, I don't know if he was coming to pit road as well, but I didn't hear him call it out. and he runs right into the 4, and obviously the car behind him, Dave Hoytsma, he's up out of the way. He's giving the room right here, and then oh man, I think he might have been coming down pit road as well. More look at it from the blimp camera. And that's going to collect the 20 of Greenwell, who had nothing to do with this, and he gets the worst damage out of anybody. Don't you hate how that works? All right, everybody come down pit road right here. Actually, once this comes out, everybody comes out of pit road, we're going to take a quick break here. I'm going to fix the tower so we can actually get our caution flags working. I'm going to see if I can do that really quickly. So we're going to take a quick break right here. Giglio wins the race off pit road, and we will be right back. Alright, welcome back to Kansas. Caution number 5 about to be over after the spin from the 45 and the 4, along with a couple other drivers involved in that, the 20 and the 97. All 4 of those cars sustaining pretty significant damage. Back and take a look at them right here. 97 of Hoytsma. Looks like he's okay. Didn't take the fast repair. Car looks alright. Catalano did take the quick repair. So did the 20 of Greenwell. And the 4 of Michael Edwards. So 3 of the 4 involved, all taking a fast repair.
Green flag.
And green flag back in the air. Giglio out front this time after winning the race off of pit road. Oh man. 57 of Holmes tags the outside wall. Oh, they're wrecking Scripture in the outside wall. He's going to spin on the bottom of the racetrack. And we still don't want to bring the caution out in time. The 18. Heavy front end damage. Left front wheel is disconnected. No front bumper. Pretty significant wreck on the front stretch right here. See what happened to the 18 to Travis Scripture. Tags the outside wall. It's a bump from the 37. And then the 37 and 54 make contact below him. We'll take a look at that from the far chase camera, get a better angle of it. And like I said, he's going to take the outside wall right here. 54 makes a little bit of contact with him. 54 trying to avoid it, gets into the 37. And then the 18 gets shoved back out from that contact. One more time. Slow motion right here. You see 54 tries to slow up. Makes a little contact with the 37. And then the 54 trying to save it, gets pumped up into the 18. Sends him into the outside wall. Just a freak accident right there. Not much any driver could do about that. I think it's just trying to avoid somebody slow on the exit of a corner is just tough. Not much you can do about that. Back to live. And it looks like the 18 makes it back to his pit box, takes the fast repair. Meanwhile, everybody else stays out after their pit stops on the last caution. And let's get a word with our race leader, Blake Giglio. Hey Blake, it's Lucas in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, what's going on?
Hey man, well, running up front right now, kind of saved your tires in that last round. Was able to get around Harry and haven't looked back since, man. What's your what are you thinking for the last 30 laps of this thing?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I think it's gonna be a game. I'll keep those guys behind me, but also don't burn my tires off because you see how it is when one gets loose. It's kind of just goes. So I mean, it's hard to pass, but you gotta have those tires under you. So we're gonna probably be pretty aggressive with the blocks here for a while. Try to stay up front, and I gotta try to keep the lead because I think if they let it go by, I'm not gonna have enough time to save and get back through. So.
Okay, so you think it's just gonna be all out from here on out, pretty much?
Yes and no. I'm gonna try saving my tires a little while on the start. So if one or two I guess if one gets by me, it's okay. But I can't fall like I was really in the race. So gotta be smart and stay up front here.
Gotcha, man. Good luck. All right, I think we're 1 to green. Should be going this time by. Nope, next time by. We'll take the 1 to green. Sorry, I jumped the gun on that one. See if we can find somebody else to talk to here. See who we got. How did the parking lot like that? Okay, what is got a bit of a mess in here. All right. Double foul. Pace car pulls off. You know the deal. 28 laps to go at the line. Let's see if we can finish this thing out. Week 5 here in the Cup Series. Green flag back in the air. Big Leo. He said he's going to try to defend this lead. Doesn't want to give it up. Obviously, that dirty air can burn his tires more than just staying out front. So he's going to try to battle. Oh boy. Oh boy, we got a car on the outside wall. And multiple cars wrecking. Travis Scripture, who just took the fast repair, is destroyed. 54, Brian Martin, our pole sitter, as well involved in this one. Back it up. '54 Brian Martin on the outside of the 37. '37 and the 54 come together. 18, nowhere to go, gets involved in this one. And Cliff's been around here a long time. Good driver, but I think just the 54 pinched him hard. Maybe thought he was going to go lower. I don't know. There was a decent amount of pinching going on right there. I don't know. You guys call that one how you will. Alrighty. Good green right now. Gonna be, it looks like 21 to go, 22 when we go back to green flag. going back to double file. Our 7th caution of the night, and we're just really racking them up here in the last half. Feels a lot like the last 3 weeks, really. The last 2 weeks, what should have been some of our cleanest tracks, have been not so good. Next week we move on to Talladega, so it's probably not going to get much better. Pace car pulls off. Oh, that's Andrew. Blake Giglio leading us back to green.
Green flag.
Green flag back in the air. 22 laps to go. Here it comes. And tire saving is out the window. These guys are going to push hard. No amount of tire saving is going to help you at the end of this race now. Somebody just blinked. I thought we were about to have a pileup. We might have a pileup anyway. 3 wide in 1 and 2. This is for 15th. And now 3 wide again, 17th. Leo, Quinn Newton, Davis Greenwell, 3 wide. Contact between the 88 and the 20. 69 tags the outside wall. Mullins, Milton, and Leo now 3 wide. And now Nick Leo gets by the 2 of them. He's up in 15th. Thomas Still side by side, Garrett Boyd and Casey Graves. Michael Edwards trying to recover from that pit road wreck. Finds himself in 11th right now. Brindell still trying to get around Giglio. Giglio is running the bottom. That means that he is still worried a little bit about his tires. Blocks the 70. Only about a half a lane. Now the 70. Oh, pinching the 16 up to the wall, and those two get together. Harry did a masterful job of saving it. And he's going to try to claw back up to Giglio. Meanwhile, Bettel is on the back bumper. Blake Giglio now. Michael Christopher, haven't seen him in the top 5 much this race, but a solid top 10, top 15 car, but he's up there in the top 3 running right now. Nick Leo sets the fastest time of the race on lap 105. 30.37. And that's about as fast as you can do with this setup. Obviously some help from the draft, but he is moving right now, trying to get up through the field. 13th now for Nick. Side by side for the lead. The 59 to the bottom of Giglio could not make it work, got tight off the corner. Now he's going to lose second as well to Brindell. And see what Harry tries this time by when he gets to Blake. 15 laps to go. Time is running out, and that's going to make these drivers get a little more antsy. They're going to push it harder to get these spots. Christopher Melton, 15th, holding up a couple of cars. Either he just got by him or they're trying to get by him. I'm not quite sure. There's a big old pack right here. The 20 of Greenwell also trying to recover from an incident early. About 20 laps ago, I think, at this point. Just caught wrong place, wrong time. Now he's trying to recover from it. And 16th. Oh, man. Okay, the 23 of Llewellyn brings out our 8th caution of the night. Let's see what happened to Daniel. Got the 23 and the 54. 54 gets loose off the corner, kind of comes down to the 23, and those two spin into the front stretch. And it looks like the 23 is going to intentionally bring out a caution right here. No, he just drives up on track. Not sure that. That's kind of a fine line. Like he made it look good, but we all saw what he was doing. All right, let's go back to the 54. Go from the chase camera if I can get it in time. I cannot. You're gonna see right here the 54. Gonna come off the corner. And he's just gonna get a little loose. Slides down into the 23's quarter panel, fender, whatever you want to call it, just a little bit. Just one of those things. 23 was probably pushing it hard, got tight, ran up a little higher, and at the same time the 54 gets loose, tries to recover the race car and comes down. Those two come together and the caution comes out. So everybody comes down pit road. Well, not everybody. 59, 16, 22, 92, 88, 4, 38. And a bunch of other cars I couldn't catch because it keeps putting the wrong cars on the screen. Alright, so the top 5 stayed out. I'd love to talk to Harry right now. He's basically coming over the radio chat right now and saying he hopes everybody stops thinking and wrecks. And I understand. He needs cautions if he wants to win this thing. Because with those old tires, he's going to get swallowed up quick. Especially having 10 laps to go right now. I think we'll have about 9 to go when we go green. So he's going to have a long time to hold on. Him and the 01, 69, 36, and 45. Varying tire health from all those 5 drivers. But the 59 of Bettel wins the race off pit road, so he's going to be the first car on new tires. See what he can do with it. And I'm not sure if we had a lucky dog on that caution. I didn't catch who it was. 23 cars on the lead lap. Grindel with a blink right there. I think he's on a phone hotspot right now, so that could be what's happening right there.
Green flag.
Green flag back in the air. Grindel leads us to the green again. And we'll see how long he can hold on to those low tires. Vettel already to the bottom of the racetrack. Those new tires looking pretty fast right here. To the inside of the 36. And the 45 of Catalano. He's on slightly older tires than the rest of these guys, but he's holding his own on the bottom. Oh, we're stacking up big. Caution's about to come out. And I threw the caution too early. No, I did not. We're wrecking. I thought I saw him wrecking. Oh my goodness, they actually wrecked. Are you serious? Oh man. .38. Looks like he just gets shoved into the corner by the 99 and then turned. I don't know, we'll have to back it up farther than that. Going on board with the 99 of Montrose. Shoved the 38 up into the wall, and then I'll stick it into it. Back it up one more time. See, the 38 gets it off the wall fine, and then the contact from the 99 and the 49 sent him up. And then the 55 gets turned. Not been his night. Somehow the 97 gets involved in this. It looks like he's behind them. Oh, he just keeps it in the outside wall. That outside wall might have actually saved him from worse damage. Funny enough. All right, back to live. Grindel on the right strategy right now. He stayed out on that caution. He's got the track position. Highest car on new tires is Carson Vettel. And then Blake Giglio, and then the rest of the field. See if we can get a word with Quinn Newton here. Went back there in 11th, came down for tires. See what he's thinking about all these cautions. Quinn Newton, it's Lucas in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you. How's it going, buddy?
Hey, it's not going great, man. These guys just can't stop wrecking, man. Why do you think that is?
I don't want to say nothing because then I'll end up being the one that causes an accident. But I don't know, just people don't have patience. But also the wall does stick out here quite a bit here on the backstretch and coming out of 4, so I think that people need to give a little bit of room. Expect the person in front of you to hit the wall, so you got to escape on it. That was almost, yeah, this is going to get dicey. It's going to get worse before it gets better. But hopefully we can just finish top 10 here, get out of here, go watch some wrestling. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. A mature and intellectual thought from Quinn Newton.
Yeah, watch me
It's a
wreck the
nice
field here.
refresher. Good luck.
All right, thanks.
When a nice one to talk to here, because he usually keeps a pretty level head in these races. And, you heard it there. He's back at 11th. He kind of got messed up from this whole strategy. Actually, he took 2, so he's kind of hoping these cautions happen. But still, he'd love to see this go green, I think, as anybody would, except for Harry Grindell, who hopes we just get one more caution and then go green at the end on that green white checker. But here we go. 4 laps to go at the line. We're going to go back to green flag racing. Grindell bringing us to the green flag. Green is back in the air. Good start for Harry. Side by side for second, Graves and Leo. Behind him is Bettel and Catalano. Giglio, one of those cars on new tires, trying to make his way up there along with the 59. Ripping that outside, that's where he wants to be. That's where your short run speed is going to be at, is on that top lane. You'll see right there, he gets a good run off of 4. Not quite clear the 69. And he just clears through the trioval, and now he's up in 3rd. 2 more cars to go, 3 laps to go. Giglio at the bottom of the 45, 3 wide. 45 goes up to the outside right in front of the 69 of Nick Leo, and now the 59 dives to the inside of the other one. Those 2, I think, are teammates. Not quite sure. I think they're teammates. Catalano really dooring the 01 up to the wall. The 16 gets by those 2. 2 laps to go. The 59 needs to make up 0.3 of a second in 2 laps. And they are almost 4 wide right here. Oh, the 92 slammed on the brakes. He just saved the field. Oh, they're 4 wide. 4 wide, 4 wide, 4 wide. They are not wrecking. White flag in the air. Grindell 3.5 of a second ahead of Bettel. So 1 and 2. Made up a 10th there. Grindell breaking the draft. Into turn 3. The 59 to the bottom of the racetrack. And no dice. Harry Grindell comes off turn 4 and wins for the 2nd time this season. And Giglio breaks across the line again. He did not learn his lesson. Guess we should have penalized him. Harry Grindell. Great pit strategy. Stays out and takes home the win. Oh, and he just gets... Hey, Carson, Lucas up in the booth. Got me, man?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man, well, taking home a second tonight, just could not run down that 70. I was rooting for you. You took those tires, got through the field, just needed, I think, 1 or 2 more laps, man. You would have been there, but still a good night for you overall.
Yeah, I knew as soon as we got that first yellow after I took tires, I was like, oh boy, I'm in trouble. This thing's not going to come to life soon enough. And
Yeah, Harry,
I didn't have
definitely got
that
them tires
ounce
heated
left
up.
in it. Oh yeah. Those tires, they held on better than I thought. Harry was he was putting them down up top.
Yeah, I thought the last 2 laps you were going to run them down, but it just never came in for you, huh?
Yeah. But anyway, I would like to give a shout out to my teammate Bryce Meddings. He's not able to be here. He's got some medical stuff going on. We're figuring out what's going on with my boy. So shout out to him. I know he's gonna watch this back. And really shout out to everyone at Wanted Goons, the sponsors, FPS Heaven, Clutch One, and High Rise Fuel. Make all this happen. Sponsor the team and org.
Well, absolutely, man. Nice job in the second place, and we'll see you next week for, oh boy, Talladega. What are you thinking on that one?
I'm nervous because I have no control over it.
Oh, man, I'm thinking the same here. All right, we'll see you next week, man.
All right, see you then.
All right, that was the 59 Carson Bettel. Oh, I didn't ask him how to say his name. When will I learn? All right. 70 of Harry Grindell taking home the win tonight. What's up, Harry?
Oh, well, we're doing good recently. I'm pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, I'm getting kind of sick of talking to you.
I can imagine.
In all seriousness, man, I mean, you've been on it with the pit strategy. You had the speed. I mean, you were up there all night, and then that pit strategy really sealed it in. As soon as that last caution came out, I had no doubt you were going to take home the win here tonight. You just drove away from them. Tires never really came in for any of those guys, and you drove it home.
Yeah, I mean, my fastest lap of the race was on lap 100. It was, what was it? It was a 30.51 something. My final lap of the race was a 0.55. So those tires were perfectly fine. When the caution came out, I knew it was going to be close. It was a case of I knew that the tires we were on were fine. It was a case of whether the run after it would be long enough for them to wear out. So I took the gamble that they wouldn't. And yeah, that final caution kind of sealed it, and we drove it home. But it was a great race up front, maybe less so further back, but great racing up front. And yeah, happy to come home in victory lane again. I always think I always say it's unexpected, but it is unexpected. So we'll take that.
Yeah, I mean, you say it's unexpected. You were fastest in practice. You were up front all race. I expected you to be one of the guys who had a chance at winning this thing, and you did it in dominating fashion there at the end.
Yeah, so it was a case of whether it was going to come down to cautions or if we were going to stay green. If we were going to stay green, Blake would have had it, and there was a good chance that that Brightor would have taken second because they were both a lot better at tire conservation than I was. But yeah, the cautions came out, and when it comes to a short run, that's where I know how to handle a car properly. Get that yaw in as much as it uses the tires. If you're getting cautions at the end of the race, it doesn't matter. And yeah, we were able to do that to great effect and come home with the win.
Yeah, man. Well, did a nice job out there. You got any sponsors you want to thank for the speed tonight?
Yeah, so Kamikaze Motorsport, I got my 70th career win yesterday. This is number 71, so we've just crossed my number tonight, which I am absolutely elated about. That's 6 years in the making is that number. So Kamikaze Motorsport, who's been there with me for 5 of those 6 years. I've been with Kamikaze a long time now. Centers hosting Game Rush Soyo, to Team Low Time Race Engines. Happy to be able to get the win and get some points for them as well. I know it was a tough race for most of my low time teammates tonight. That is unfortunate, but happy that at least one of us could have a good showing tonight. Catgo Racing, and then obviously to yourself for putting this on and broadcasting. I know that your patience is running quite thin the past couple of weeks. I will act as a representative and apologize on behalf of everyone else for that. But happy to have you here and hopefully continue to put up with our shenanigans.
Well, I appreciate it, Harry. You've put up with it too. You had to sit through that race and the other ones. So I also apologize to you. So thanks for talking to us. Congrats on the win. We'll see you next week for Talladega. Oh no.
Yeah, see you in the next one.
All right, that was Harry Grindell taking home the win tonight, and that is his second win of the season of his 3 starts. So 2 wins on itself. The first multi-winner this season is impressive, and then you couple in the fact that he's only ran 3 of them is even more impressive. So nice job to Harry out there. That puts him to 3rd all-time in wins in the Cup Series. So quickly putting himself in legendary status here in the CTC Cup Series. But that's going to do it for you tonight. Run through our results really quickly right here. We can get it. Grindell taking home the win. Badel 2nd. Giglio 3rd. Catalano 4th. Leo 5th. Christopher 6th. Stidham 7th. O'Keefe in 8th. Dilg 9th. Edwards in 10th. Top 20, Graves 11th. Greenwald 12th. Melton 13th. Newton in 14th. Evers in 15th. Ronnie Holmes in 16th. Jeff Price in 17th. Montrose 18th. Mullins 19th. Frisbee in 20th. Then you got 21st, Ace Johnson. 22nd, Hoytsma. 23rd, Llewellyn. 24th, Andrew Beach. 25th, Rains. 26th, Moore. 27th is Boyd. 28th is Martin. 29th, Scripture. 30th is Jesse J. Jones. And finally, our last 3 cars, Andrew Griesbaum 31st, Dalton Hayes 32nd, and 33rd is Lucky Carlec. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Next week will be at Talladega here in the Cup Series. Don't miss that. It should be an interesting one. It'll at least be entertaining either way it goes. So I hope you all come out for that. Thank you for watching tonight, and we'll see you next week.